Growing up, my childhood was fantastic. I had loving parents, had an older brother, a younger sister. My dad seemed to be doing fairly well. We lived in a nice spot. He went to Auburn, as did my mother's dad. And I thought, well, I'd just like to follow in his footsteps. So went to Auburn, studied the same thing he did, industrial management. Got married right out of school to my wife, Heather. 43 years now. She went to school, went to Auburn. 3 children, 5 grandchildren, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, all very, very supportive, and I want to thank them. Always hasn't been rainbows and unicorns, but it's been a fabulous, fabulous career, fabulous place to work, and had so many people help me along the way. My first job was counting production down at the pipe shop off of Vanderbilt Road. My responsibility was to observe, ask questions, learn everything I could about how it's done, why it's important that it be done that way. Probably didn't have a mentor in a normal sense where one person mentors the other one. I would say my father, of course, because I spent so much time with him. But everyone I've met, I've learned from, so I've had hundreds, if not thousands, of mentors. And our company has grown a lot, tremendously. In 1970, our revenues were $31 million. 2022, our revenues were $3 billion. We grew as a company through acquisitions. So we have pretty much doubled the production capabilities of all of these locations. In the 80s, good tons per hour, which is a measurement of efficiency, was 25 tons an hour. Now we're over 50 tons an hour in our pipe shops. My great-grandfather, James R. McWane, with some partners, owned a company called Birmingham Steel and Iron that bid on the casting of Vulcan for the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904. So the predecessor to the Chamber of Commerce, maybe the Community Chest, let the bid. They won the bid, Birmingham Steel and Iron, cast the statue successfully, and then the Community Chest was not able to raise the funds that they needed to pay for it. So the company, Birmingham Steel and Iron, went bankrupt, didn't get paid for it. It's hard to repossess a 56-foot Iron Man, and there's no use for him. So the company went bankrupt, and my great-grandfather needed to find a job. He knew something about pipe making from his experiences in Virginia, so he signed on with ASIPCO, American Cast Iron Pipe Company. By 1915, he'd become president of ASIPCO. Now, the gentleman that owned ASIPCO was a man named John Egan, a very philanthropic, generous man. In 1921, he decided to buy up all the stock options and put all the stock in a trust for the benefit of the employees. Well, president of the company, my great-grandfather, had some stock options, sold them back to Mr. Egan, and took the proceeds and went across town and started our company in 1921 on Vanderbilt Road.
My father did a great deal, and behind the scenes didn't want to take a lot of credit, and I think Philip has very much followed those footsteps. I know he's on the board at Children's Hospital, has done a great deal throughout the community, and also through our church. He's done a great deal, and then the different businesses.
Sure, our giving as a company and personally is geared towards children. I think you can see that in most of the things we give to the Children's Hospital. That's children and their health.
A lot of people who don't realize how broad a reach they have and how much they've done because they're quiet about it. They've always been quiet. Much of their philanthropy and organizational giving, people don't even know about. Every time I drive by the Science Center downtown, it hits me how important that is. The number of students, young students, who get off the yellow buses and go there day after day after day for now over 25 years. It's just amazing what that has meant. And it's one of the best in the country. Yeah, I want to take a special moment to thank Philip and congratulate him for all he's done. And this recognition is well deserved. I get to see it up close and personal. Most people don't. So let me say, Philip, you deserve this award, greatly deserve this award, and I'm proud to be associated with you.
I'd like to thank the board of the Alabama Business Hall of Fame for my election. Certainly was surprised. I'd also like to thank President Chris Roberts down at Auburn, again, surprised for the nomination. Thank you. I'd like to thank my family, Heather, Laura, who is on 6-month deployment in Kuwait, Katie, and Will. I'd also like to thank the other table with folks from our company. If you surround yourself with supportive people, then success is sure to follow. I'm proud to be inducted in the 2023 class. I congratulate the other inductees. It's quite an honor for me, and I know it's quite an honor for all of the other inductees. We join quite a group of folks who have been inducted over the years, and it's certainly something that I'll be very proud of.